Hi there, welcome back to my channel Scrap and Coffee. In this video I have a project share for you. We're gonna have a first look at the new 2-for-1 mini albums volume 3. So if you are not familiar with the 2-for-1 mini albums, these are mini albums where you buy one tutorial and you get both instructions for the portrait and the landscape album in that one tutorial, so you can make two albums with one tutorial. And this is volume 3. That means that I already have volume 1 and volume 2 available. The tutorials for these albums are available in my Etsy shop. And the fun thing about these albums is that you can mix and match between the different volumes. So you can choose your cover, you can choose the page design, and you can mix and match things together and create your own mixed up album if you have more than one volume available. So I'm releasing volume 3 right now. Today we're gonna have a look at the landscape album, and because I'm releasing this as a new tutorial, there will be a discount on this tutorial for the first week after revealing the tutorial. So if you're interested in it, this is the moment to have a look at it. And because you can mix and match with volume 1 and 2, I've also applied the discount on volume 1 and 2 for the 2-for-1 mini album. So if you want to get more than one, again, this might be the moment to have a look at it. So like I said, today we're gonna have a look at the landscape album, and then in another video we will have a look at the portrait album. So for this landscape version of volume 3, I've used New Day by Echo Park. This is their spring collection from last year, and I really fell in love with all the colors. It just made me feel happy. But I tried to stay away a little bit from the spring theme. That's pretty obvious in there, but it's really easy to stay away from it, and that's what I've tried to do. What I've used is 2 paper packs of the 12 by 12 and 1 of the solid. Now I did stay away a little bit from the yellow and the light blue, also in the paper collection. So if you are willing to use those colors and you are a little bit more in placing photo mats instead of pattern paper, because I didn't do that in this album a lot, you could get away with 1, I guess. But maybe to be safe, what I would do, if you use a collection like this or like Echo Park and you for decorating, then I would probably do the solids, a paper collection 12 by 12, and then 4 extra sheets of 12 by 12 of your favorite pattern. So I've used this blue and these stripes a lot, so I would order those extra personally, and then perhaps the flowers, but yeah, of course that's personal, right? But if you add like 4 extra sheets, then you will probably be able to make it, because I have quite some left. I can do a small project with what I have left. Okay, so these what I did with the volume 3 albums is I try to give you options. So what I did with the closure, for example, on the landscape one, I've made a little bit of a it looks the same as on the portrait one, but it's a simpler version, a little bit easier to construct. So if you are not willing to go through all the fuss of making the closure like I did on the portrait, then this is your option. I've made a gatefold cover for this album. And what I did in the landscape one is I did 3 pages on one spine, and where I did on the portrait is I've also placed 1 page on the other. So 2 on this spine and 1 page on that spine. So I gave you options on how you want to work with it. Quickly go through the outside. So I have a frame here that's magnetized, that's keeping everything close, and I've kept decorating really simple. Like I said, I didn't place a whole lot of pre-placed photo mats. I've really placed pattern paper in here, and for the person that will receive this album, there are a lot of options on how to place photos and what photo size they want to use. So on this landscape one, we have some nice space on the inside front cover for a photo placement. Now I've glued this down temporarily. This can be removed, and then this is a little tuck spot, so that's glued down so you can place a photo or something else small behind it. Then I have a little like a smaller pocket here with some smaller photos, and we can flip this up, a photo opportunity there. And then here's an acetate window. I just did a simple photo mat with a full-size photo behind the window. You can also do pattern paper behind it if you want to. I kept it really simple with the decorating, not a lot of embellishments. So then we have the inside of the page, and let me get some photo mats so I can show you what I did. So here I've placed pattern paper in a way that you can still decide on what kind of photo you want to place. If you want to do portrait, you could do a 3.5 by 5 here, that would fit, or you can do a smaller one so you still see a little bit of that color behind it. Oh, and you can do one here as well. You can do landscape style photos, or a full-size photo will fit there. So there are options for the recipient, so you can play with how they want to do that. Then we have a pocket here that's keeping this flap here in place, and that flap, again, there's options for photos here, smaller photo in whatever orientation you want to, and that can be completely removed. And again, photo options, a full-size photo fits easily there. And then we have these two. So here I did place a photo mat, but these are like the only spots where I did it in this album. So one flips up, one flips down. I did some decorating here with one of the element cards from the collection. Again, a photo opportunity here. And here again, you can choose what you want to do with your photos. You can even just place some photos in here and close everything up. So there are lots of options. And once we've closed that and we have this one, we can slide it in, and sometimes it goes really easy. Sometimes I need to work it a little bit more. Close the flap. You can even do a photo on top of there. And all those two photo mats keep everything in place. And this whole page is now, the inside is completely locked up. Then on the back of this page I did a double belly band, and I just placed some stuff behind it. So again, options to place stuff there. And then we go to page 2, which is the same design, but again I gave some options to change it up. So instead of having a short side pocket, we have a longer pocket, again for room for photos. And instead of flipping this one up, it will flip to the side. And then we have the same thing, an acetate window there for a full-size photo to be displayed. And on the inside again, photo opportunity here, photo mats that keep this flap in place. And I left it all blank, so if I would give this album away or I would sell it, I would provide photo mats of different sizes with it, so the recipient can just do that themselves. So what I did here is I've used some strips of the solid green. I think they're about 3/4 of an inch in width. I did a faux miter, and then I've placed a full-size photo on top, and then it just looks like this whole page is decorated. So that's a nice way of saving on some paper. And again, on top of this photo you could even add a little bit more in there. So again, I can close that up and slide this one back in. And then everything is locked into place. I missed some photos here before I have a lot of photo mats around. And then on the back of this page, I didn't do the belly bands. I did a small waterfall element. So this is magnetized here. And then we have room for 3 smaller photos. You can add an extra flap if you want to, but I thought this was fun, so kept that really simple again. And then I've did the first page design again. So this one, small pocket, this one flips up, just a simple photo mat there behind the acetate window, photo opportunity. Here I did a photo on top because this was really plain, just blue, so I just added a photo there. But again, I can remove it, so it's not glued down, and we can remove that. And I just want to show the decorating, right? So here I did place some photos loose in there, just to show that that's an option. And place this back. So like I said, sometimes it goes really easy and sometimes you just have to work it a little bit. And then on the back here I did the belly bands again. So again, I just placed some stuff there. I've used some, this is a 6x4 card from the collection. I didn't use too much of them, but a few here and there. And then on the back cover I did a stacked pocket, and I put quite some stuff in there. There's room to fill it up. So even these ones were in there. So just a nice simple stack pocket here. And that's the whole album design. So it's a really fun album design, and I try to make sure that it works with the other 2 volumes as well. So if you put it together, it doesn't feel like you put stuff together that doesn't belong together. So you can really make that work to just mix and match with the different volumes. So I hope you like the design. This one I did pretty simple with the Echo Park collection, but I'm really happy with how this turned out, and yeah, even better than I thought at forehand. So I love this one. I hope you love it too. And in the next video I will show you the portrait one, which is also really awesome with a really nice Stamperia collection. So I hope you'll join me there to have a look at that album as well. So if you're interested in the tutorial, in the link down description box down below, you will find a link towards my Etsy shop. And don't forget there is a discount on it for the first week after this video. So it's a good time to have a look at it right now. So thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.